Well, immigration is the focus across the Atlantic as well. Right now, a group of migrants is seeking asylum at the U.S. border with Mexico. They're waiting to learn their fate outside a processing center, despite warnings from border officials that they don't have the capacity. And U.S. President Donald Trump has vowed to prevent them from entering. At a campaign-style rally on Saturday, he criticized immigration laws as corrupt.
We have to have border security. The one good thing, watch the caravan. Watch how sad and terrible it is, including for those people, because they come up and the crime that they inflict on themselves and that others inflict on them, it's a horrible, dangerous journey for them. And they come up because they know once they get here, they can walk right into our country. We have the greatest people on earth, and they can't do anything because the laws are corrupt.
Well, our correspondent is standing by in the live war. Kaitlin Collins is at the White House, and our Leyla Santiago is outside the immigration center in Tijuana, Mexico. And Leyla, you have been following what is an arduous journey for many weeks now. Talk to us about the asylum seekers you've been speaking to, those that are now camped on the border.
Well, and I'll show you exactly where they are right now. Behind me, you can see families that we have been with all night, through the darkness, through the cold, as they have been shivering under blankets, children coughing and sneezing, crying, complaining of hunger. And this is about, we have about 100 people in this group. Inside, there is another group, about 20 to 30, mostly women and children, that have been stopped at the door by a U.S. official saying, look, we don't have capacity. We will not be able to process any claims. And so I was there and watched as a group, they together said, we wait. They feel like they've come so far, and they feel a legitimate claim for asylum given the violence and the poverty they are fleeing from Central America, that they believe this is just a little bit in terms of waiting for one more step in the process. So that's where they are right now. They don't know what will happen, if they'll be able to go in. But among the mothers, a big concern is separation, family separation. Every single mom I have talked to out here says that is the fear. According to U.S. immigration officials, they will only separate families if a child is in danger or they don't believe the adult is the legal guardian. But again, for them, very important, they have told me, to do this the legal way, which U.S. federal law allows them to go to a port of entry like this and seek asylum. The issue for these migrants now is they are not being permitted inside the building to be able to say those words, I want to seek asylum.
Absolutely horrific conditions there. Leyla, good to have you with us. I want to go to Kaitlin Collins, because obviously we've been hearing this relentless push from President Trump to boost border security, build a greater wall along that border. Will he show these asylum seekers any compassion?
Well, so far, he's told the Department of Homeland Security to turn them away. He's repeatedly tweeted about this caravan ever since it first started making that journey to that border crossing point outside of San Diego, which is where they are now. The president even talking about it as recently as Saturday night at a rally in Michigan, using it really to justify his calls for a border wall on the southern U.S.-Mexico border, something he's long campaigned for ever since he was campaigning to be the president. Something he once said Mexico was going to pay for. And now he's using this as an example of why he says we need that border wall, saying that the laws right now protecting the border on the U.S.-Mexico are just too lax. So it's doubtful that the president will be able to justify any means to deny these people asylum. A lot of actual Central American migrants who apply for asylum are generally turned down, but the president is using this overall as a way to a messaging technique to say that he is right in calling for that border wall on the southern border, something his Attorney General Jeff Sessions has also echoed. Now, the president has been silent on this today, but as we continue to see those images on cable news, like what Leyla just showed us, it's doubtful that he'll be silent for much longer. And also, he is facing reporters later on today during a press conference with the president of Nigeria, where he likely could talk about this then as well.
All right, Kaitlin Collins, good to have you with us at the White House. We will be coming back to you, no doubt, for that press conference with the Nigerian president. Thank you very much. Well, still to come here at the international desk, the new U.S. Secretary of State makes his first visit to the Middle East. We will have a live report from Jordan when we come back.